Welcome back, NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me to another episode of Music with Nick. So today we have a great marathon lined up from Great Scott. Thank you so much, Great Scott, for this. This is going to be something very different. It's going to be more, a more softer marathon instead of like the usual rock or metal or, well, we also have some nice jazz and stuff. But yeah, this is definitely going to be a little bit softer, and I'm very excited to do this. So I'm going to read you the list of songs, and then we're going to move on and react. So I'm pretty much 100% sure that I've only listened to one song, but it must have been a long time ago because I know this. I think it was from the Forrest Gump soundtrack, something like that, which is the song Happy Together by the Turtles. But I'm going to read you the entire marathon. So again, thank you so much, Great Scott, for this request. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. And if you want to request, I think right now is the time to do it. I don't know. Today is the 1st of August, and I think Alexia's gonna open up the the requests for us both. My requests are gonna open up where I do my solo stuff without her. I think on the 3rd or something, once her requests are no longer available, or our requests. I call it her requests because she basically takes care of those because they're less, and I take care of mine. By myself because there's so many, so I have to keep like my own kind of like separate spreadsheet so I don't miss anything. So the first song is gonna be by the Association. This is gonna be a song called Cherish. The second one as well as the Association, Along Comes Mary. This is from the album And Then Along Comes, 1966. Wow, this is, I think, the furthest we've ever gone music-wise in the 60s, 66. Then the third song is, let's see here, is from Strawberry Alarm Clock, Incense and Peppermints. Let's see the year. 1967. Oh, okay, I know what you did there. So it's a 60s marathon. Cool. This is Incense and Peppermints, the song. Then Happy Together by the Turtles. This, I'm sure I know this one. Happy Together album, 1967. Then we have, let's see, Green Eyed Lady from the band Sugarloaf. Also the album Sugarloaf, 1970. There we go. And then Argent. Hold Your Head Up, and then All Together Now. This is 1971, and we also have another entire Argent marathon coming up today, which is I'm very excited about it, but I'm going to talk about that in another video. Okay, so let's see. Alexia's super happy, and she just wrote to me that we hit 45,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, guys. This is all because of you. We love you, and we couldn't be more thankful. I did a whole video before, just about a couple of minutes ago, but she just texted me like, hey, and I'm like, yes, I saw. So watch that other video. It's an Iron Maiden video, which is basically, I don't know how I did it, but I turned an 8-minute song into a 30-minute video. Go figure. So I guess I do have a lot of stuff to say. But yeah, okay. So Great Scott, thank you so much for this request. Let's get started. I'm gonna love this. But I do have to say I've heard Happy Together before, and I think more than once. So, but I mean, it's part of the marathon. I'm sure he did this marathon by design. So let's just enjoy it for what it is. Here we go with Cherish.
Cherish is a word I use to describe all the feeling that I have hiding here for you inside. You don't know how many times I've wished that I had told you. You don't know how many times I've wished that I could hold you. You don't know how many times I've wished that I could mold you into into someone who could cherish me as much as I cherish you. Perish is the word that more than applies to the hope in my heart each time I realize that I am not gonna be the one to share your dreams, that I am not gonna be the one to share your schemes, that I am not gonna be the one to share what seems to be the life that you could cherish as much as I do yours. Oh, I'm beginning to think that man has never found the words that could make you want me, that have the right amount of letters, just the right sound that could make you hear, make you see that you are driving me out of my mind. Oh, I could say I need you, but then you'd realize that I want you, just like 1,000 other guys would say they love you, with all the rest of their lives, when all they wanted was to touch your face, your hands, and gaze into your eyes.
Wow, just focusing on the harmony of the voices, how they harmonize, I think that's already where it's at. Because the music is more simplistic, but just a ba ba boom ba da da ba da 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 da, and then the other voices are beautiful. I don't know if it's 3 voices or 2, but that's basically already what gives me like the, oh, this feels so good, and it's just very peaceful music. It's very like, I don't know, this is almost like a I don't want to mess it up here because sometimes I talk too much. But I mean, obviously at this time there were already bands who were much heavier, but this band I think is just more relaxed, and it has just a more like quiet style, very like you could play this basically to your parents, let's say, in that year, and they were not going to freak out, because I'm sure there was music at that time, because we just saw Elvis, the movie, so he was much more like, wild, and so this was more like for maybe a different crowd, not so rock and roll, be very beautiful, just very like calm, very nice. So let's keep going, and then we have another song of them, so awesome. Let's go back a little bit.
Cherish is the word I use to describe all the feeling that I have hiding here for you inside. You don't know how many times I wish that I had told you. You don't know how many times I wish that I could hold you. I wish that I could mold you into someone who could cherish me as much as I cherish you. And I do cherish you. And I do cherish you. Cherish is the word.
Beautiful. So yeah, so this reminds me a lot of like the Beatles, the Beach Boys, just that flower power time, flower power. And it's like, for me, when I watched Forrest Gump and I had that soundtrack, of course, like everybody else, and every song on there was just like, oh my God. And it's all 60s and 70s. And basically every song on that record is like amazing. So, but yeah, it reminds me a lot of that time, of course, like just the harmony parts and the whole chord structure, very, very nice. Okay, So, Along Comes Mary, the second song. Let's go with that. And then we're gonna go into Strawberry Alarm Clock, Incense and Peppermints after that. Let's go.
Is as sweet as the punch.
Wow.
When big desire is the fire in the eyes of chicks whose sickness is the games they play. And when the masquerade is played, the neighbor folks make jokes at who is most to blame today. And then along comes Mary, and does she want to set him free and let him see reality from where she got him there? Struggle much when told that such a tender touch of hers will make them not the same. When we met, I was sure out to lunch. Now,
oh my god, this is so good. It's just this music is so well structured, but the vocals. But you know, I mean, he's like singing, but it's like this. Beautiful, beautiful. This song has a lot more energy already than the first one, so it was totally wrong with my, they're in the softer, so yeah, I can only say so much about a band I've never heard, but this is amazing. I can't wait to play this to Alexia. The whole vibe, the clapping and the bass, it's very, very good. It's like whoever wrote this, so good. I mean, that's why, Scott wants it because he knows I'm gonna like it. Okay, let's play this. This is so good.
when we met, I was sure out to lunch. Now my empty cup is as sweet as the punch. Walk to walk. Kids are flung across the stars. The psychodramas and the traumas gone. The songs are never sung and hung upon the scars. And then along comes Mary. And does she want to see the stains, the dead remains of all the pain she left the night before?
Wow.
Oh, will their waiting eyes reflect the lies and make them realize their urgent cry for sight no more? When we met, out to lunch. Now my empty cup is as sweet as the punch. Sweet as the punch. Sweet as the punch. Sweet as the punch. Sweet as the punch.
Wow. I love that middle section. Da, 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 hey. The other, like the chorus, the other musicians singing, so good. Okay, so I'm already in love with this marathon, with this music. But yeah, so now the third song, we have an entire of 6 songs. So the next one is going to be Incense and Peppermints, and these are all very short, but they're so good. Here in the 70's, then later, they're about 6:50, 6:18, but these first ones are only like 3 minutes, 3.5, 2 minutes, and 40 seconds and stuff. I mean, because they're writing hits Radio time was expensive. You have to keep it short. All right, here we go. The strawberry alarm clock.
Good sense, innocence, crippling mankind. Dead kings, many things I can't define. Occasions, persuasions, flutter your mind. Incense and peppermints, the color of time.
Who cares what games we choose? Little to win, but nothing to lose.
Incense and peppermints, meaningless nouns. Turn on, tune in, turn your eyes around. Look at yourself, look at yourself. Yeah, yeah. Look at yourself, look at yourself. Yeah, yeah, yeah. To divide the cockeyed world in two. Throwing your pride to one side is the least you can do. Beatniks and politics, nothing is new. A yardstick for lunatics, one point of view.
Who cares what games we choose? Little to win, but nothing to lose.
This has like an early door sound to me. Like I think because of it's very organ driven, and the Doors was also very organ driven band, which is awesome. But yeah, it just has that very strong like you know, instead of guitars. Really cool.
Good sense, innocence, crippling mankind. Dead kings and many things I can define. Occasions, persuasions, clutter your mind. Incense and peppermints, the color of time.
Who cares what games we choose? Little to win, but nothing to lose. Incense, peppermints, incense, peppermints. Sha-la-la, 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 sha-la-la.
Very cool. Very cool. I love it. I didn't like it as much as the first band, but it was still, maybe it wasn't the. Also, the thing about this is a lot of the time, the requester has to just pick a song that fits in the time, and I know that kind of sucks, but you know, that's why I sometimes I would suggest maybe just picking 5 songs and then, but I mean, it's literally what you want, you know, it's your time, it's 25 minutes of your choosing, and but sometimes I guess you have to sacrifice a really good song for a shorter song that's not so good. I'm not saying this wasn't good, but it just didn't hit home that much for me. Now, Happy Together, I know, but I've never really listened to this song like this and concentrating on everything. So this is going to be interesting. Let's go. I've never heard this song. Of course I've heard it before, but I've never listened to this song before. The whole like the way all the instruments. I just remember I mean, yes, I know, but the whole like the other instruments below the music, I've never really listened to this song, so it's great. It's actually way better than I remember. So good. I mean, it had trumpets, it had the chorus, like the backing vocals were amazing. Just the whole structure of the song is so much better than I thought. Um yeah, I mean, it can also, I mean, maybe I heard this song maybe last time, I don't know, maybe could be 20 years, I don't know, you know. When Forrest Gump came out. Crazy. Very good. Very good. I was actually expecting this one to be the worst because I already knew it, but for now, Along Comes Mary and Happy Together take the cake, you know? Okay, let's move on to Green Eyed Lady by Sugarloaf. Let's see. This is a longer song, 6 minutes and 50 seconds. Let's check it out. I'm loving this marathon, by the way. So I discovered something when I put the marathon on YouTube. If I don't spell out all the bands, then they don't appear in the search. What's going on with this mic? It's super weird. Here we go. So yeah, so now from now on, instead of putting in like a clickbaity title, which I try to avoid, but sometimes if they're really unknown bands, people don't click on it. So I'm just gonna put all the names of the band in the description, in the first description where I say Nick listens or whatever, because otherwise if you type in, let's say, Steely Dan Asia, and we did it in a marathon and I put it in the body, description body below, then it doesn't appear and you can't find it. So that's a lot of marathons. That's why a lot of marathons songs get lost, because I really have to type them in the description of it, and it's only like 200 characters, which sucks. I wish YouTube would give you like an unlimited amount. Well, I don't know. Then people would, I guess, use it, exploit it or something. But I'll deal with this. I just wanted to mention that sometimes songs are not, that are in a marathon check. If you look at, you can choose just marathons, and you can look at the marathons, click on them, and then look in the description what songs are in that marathon. And there's sometimes songs that I've not put in the description. Just a heads up, okay? So you don't miss out. Okay, Sugarloaf, here we go. Loaf, I'm sorry, not love. Loaf, like the bread. I made a little mistake. Don't worry. I clicked on. I wanted to pause the song and I paused the video. So there you go. But I rewound a little bit. Let's keep going. Green Eyed. Something. This is so good because they're palm muting here. Like. I don't know, but I love the. Instead of like. They're like. Very catchy riff. Let's keep going. like this really like there is like this cliche, I think, cartoon vibe that they invented. I don't know with what, but there's a lot of video games, and if they're in a certain time period like the 60s or 70s, they get this detective vibe, or like Mission Impossible, Bondish sound to it, you know, like the what was happening right now in the end, like this, this, and then just, I don't know what it is about, but like I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I mean it just like it has this Green Hornet, Mission Impossible, James Bond vibe for a second there. So I don't know what you mean. I don't know if you understand what I mean. I can't even talk. But yeah, it had it. Let's go back. Let's said bomb 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 bomb. Screwed, but yeah, close enough. But it has that Bond vibe. I guess I'm crazy. I don't know. Whatever. Of the 70s, like bam, you know. Now you're in a dungeon, okay? You're in an underground layer. You see? That's what I think. But this, I think this one takes the cake for now. For me, this is my favorite song of the marathon so far. But we have another one to go on. This is from the band Argent, and we're gonna do an entire marathon of Argent to right now, today. And I'm gonna probably upload both. But yeah, so let's go with Hold Your Hand Up by Argent. I hope The other requester didn't request the same. Let me worry about that later. Okay, here we go. So yeah, this one was a lot more improvisation as well. I loved it. Had really cool rhythm to it. Great. I'm so happy I'm gonna do a full marathon for this band. Now I know what I'm getting into. I thought this was gonna be way different, but I'm gonna explain that in the other video that I'm gonna do about the entire Argent marathon. So, but thank you so much, Great Scott. This was wonderful. This was a great marathon. Everything was top notch. Every song was great. I loved especially the last two, all the improvisation, that keyboard sound, that specific keyboard song here in Argent. That's the one I love because a lot of bands use that or started to use that, like Deep Purple, and even people today still use that effect. I don't know what it's really called. I think also what Floyd uses, you know, a lot of like the chord structures in like Dark Side of the Moon and stuff, and before. It's just beautiful. So thank you so much, Scott, for this. This was great. I hope everybody enjoyed, you know. I hope I didn't talk too much, but I mean, you know, that's what I like to do. I really love to talk to you guys. It is really, for me, this whole platform is like talking to friends, you know, even though you can't really respond, but you can respond through the comments, and that's where I get my fix of like positivity. That's why I'm very like negative comments, man. I mean, yes, you have to grow thick skin when you have a YouTube channel, because sometimes they can be very offensive. But man, you know, what haven't I heard before in my life? But it's just like, you know, why it's so unnecessary. I'm trying to do something positive here. Just, you know, share music, and it's free content for everyone, basically. So that's why sometimes I'm kind of bummed that what's the necessity to really like click and then, okay, I'm going to type this and take the time to make the other person feel bad. It's so unnecessary. But well, you know, if you have something negative to say, then, you know, then I can't help you, know, I can't really. But I'm just like saying that it's so nice to go on the channel and see, you know, positive comments and people who are actually happy about this, you know, like, hey, thank you, you made my day with the song, I love your reactions. You know, it's so nice to hear that. And some people are just like, you know, I guess it's the way you want to live life. I would never leave a negative comment on any video, you know. Why, you know? But well, it's, you know, thank you so much to everyone who does leave, you know, positive comments on these videos. They are literally, you know, like a little thank you note, you know. So like I said, I hope you did enjoy. This was a great marathon. I did look forward to this for a long time. I had no idea how good the Turtles were. I thought I knew the song, and I heard a totally different, like, I mean, it's the same song, but for me, it was a totally different experience to listen to it like this and pay attention to everything. It was great. All in all, every song had something very special. I think for me, the one who took the cake was Sugarloaf. That was just amazing. But all the songs, especially also Along Comes Mary and the Turtles with Happy Together, were also great. So the last track was also very interesting. So thank you so much, Scott, for this. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.